So, this is going to be a slightly different video than I'm usually make. I have been made aware of a little video going around on, I think it was Twitter. I found it on Twitter, that is. And a lot of YouTubers already commented on it. So, it's about a teacher that is telling his students that they just can't skip LGBTQ plus whatever classes, and for this he's actually apparently threatening them. And I didn't watch the whole video, so I'm going to do that together with you and to see what we think about it. So I just give you a little reminder that I'm a Dutch guy, so I do have an opinion. Not yet about this one because I didn't see it yet, but I assure you I will have an opinion in 5 minutes. We're good at that. So let's start watching this video, shall we? Oh, let's see, how does this work?
And let me make this very clear. You don't have a choice whether or not you learn about LGBTQ plus in school. You don't have a choice. It's one of our values, the British value. And if you refuse to do it, that will be dealt with severely. Why would I not? Why would I care if anyone in this room wants to love somebody, whether it's to be a man or a woman? Why would I care?
Hold on. Let's get this back a little bit. You don't have any choice what you learn about LGBTQ plus in this school, he says. And what did he say? I'm sorry, my English is my second language, right? So he's going a bit fast, this guy. What did he say?
You don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice. Okay.
It's one of our values, the British value. And if you refuse to do it...
Wow. So, this whole wokeism, this LGBT... I can't even pronounce it. It's a value. So this school has actually taken up arms against... common sense world, I guess. So it's a value, and he says it's a British value. Oh yeah, boy, those poor Brits. So if you refuse to do it, that will be dealt with severely. So there you have it. So your kid is going to this school, and if he's refusing to learn about this whole LGBTQ plus nonsense, he will be dealt with severely. So if that's not a threat, I don't know what is. Let's watch on. Look, yeah.
That will be dealt with severely. Why would I not? Why would I care if anyone in this room wants to love somebody, whether it's to be a man or a woman? Why would I care if someone wants to say, do you know what? I don't know if I'm more male or female. I'm exploring. Why does that matter to me?
So now my first idea is like, what would happen if I would go, as a Christian, you know, I'm an evangelist, I go to this school and I'm going to drill them concerning the gospel. I'm going to be their drill instructor.
You will not laugh, you will not cry, you will learn by the numbers, I will teach you. Now get up, get on your feet.
You will have to believe the gospel I'm telling you. You will have to believe in Jesus. You will have to follow it. There is no escaping. You have no ability to get out of this class. You will have no authority to go and do something else. You will have to listen to me. Is that going to be accepted? I don't think so.
Why does that matter? It's not hurting you, but it definitely hurts other people by the words you use. And you don't understand at this age the impact. So
it's not hurting you if you think something about this whole LGBTQ plus issue. It's if you're not if you don't care about it, it will not hurt you. They say, well, what is happening here? This teacher is actually pushing his agenda on these children. I'm not sure what age they are, but I think they are already past 12 because it's an academy. So it's not hurting you. Pardon me, cutting away penises and reconstructing vaginas, cutting off just healthy breasts and making it into a what should be a male's breast. Let's continue. So, andau.
You don't understand at this age the impact. When I was at school, and I remember it now, when I was in an English class, I used to sit with my hand like this, and you're sat now like this. I used to be sat like this. And the girl used to constantly bully me and say, oh, you're queer, you're gay because you're sat like that, and if you were a real man, you'd sit like this. So I could have just said to you, oh, you're not being very girly-like, you're sat like this. And actually, that still lives with me today as a 40-year-old man.
Oh, there you go. Oh, so apparently, I'm not sure. But is he telling me that he is gay? I mean, oh no, I'm not going to use the word gay because that used to mean happy. So is he homosexual? Is he a homophile, as somebody with homosexual feelings? And has he been bullied for it? So maybe that's the trick that makes him like he is today. And he's back in that classroom and now he's the bully and he can tell children what to do. So that's interesting. 40-year-old. 40, he says. He's 40, only 8 years younger than I am, and he's acting like a child. In the old times, they got beaten up. But no, you're not allowed to beat anybody. Don't do that.
That moment in that time, your words can hurt people.
Yeah.
Why would anyone choose to say something that would hurt somebody else? And let me make this very clear. You don't have a choice whether or not you learn about LGBTQ+ in school. You don't have a choice. It's one of our values, the British value.
Ooh.
And if you refuse to do it, that will be dealt with severely. And if you say something that's derogatory or can hurt somebody else in this room, that is very serious. And it's as serious as if you were using racist language. Do not do it.
Do not do it, he says. So, basically, what he's doing here, he's actually just... hello, airplane. He's basically just telling the students not to say anything. Because how can you say anything without hurting someone somewhere in the world, right? I mean, whatever you say, it will always hurt somebody. Racist language. If you question somebody about his gender, is that hurtful or is it just questioning? I mean, I've been bullied about my name. I've got a German name. Yes, my grandpa was a German, and so I've been bullied for that. I mean, Nazi. I've been called Nazi and whatever. It did hurt, but come on, I'm grown up. You'll get over it. Just grow up and be an emotional, stable person. So you don't use racist language, he says.
Okay. That's the value, that's the approach we take in this school. And if there are people sat here who don't agree with what I'm saying, you need to go home and have a conversation with your parents and say, why are my values so different to what Britain is? Because the values of Britain are going down the drain? Maybe the values in Britain are following the leftist wokeism ideology? Maybe the parents of these children are teaching their children some good and strong and everlasting values? Maybe this teacher is stupid? Maybe. Maybe not. Well, I'm sure. Come on. Why have I got this view? Where's it come from? The only thing that you can be taken out of is sex education, and that is from when your parents speak to me and get permission. Nobody in this room has done that. LGBT. Oh wow! So this guy is like a little dictator in his own classroom, right? So these parents they have to come to me, he says, and they have to get my permission. So he's like this. He's feeling like this little king on his throne in front of these dumb students who have no good brains, because apparently somebody triggered this whole thing. So LGBTQ is not sex education, he says. So what is it about then? I mean, like, it's cutting away penises, becoming female while you're male, becoming a male while you're a female,
taking on all these different pronouns. It's about who is having sex with who. So it's not about sex education, this is?
What is your gender? My gender? I'm a mechanic. Mechanic. That is your gender, yeah.
Oh, come on. You just give it a fancy name and it's all of a sudden something like mandatory?
LGBTQ is not sex education. That is relationships.
Relationships.
You do not have the authority or the ability to refuse to do it.
Okay, so you don't even have the authority, neither the ability to refuse. So you're stuck. You will be seated down on your chair, and you will sit there. You will have not the ability to even move. That's interesting. So what will happen if one of these students is only moving a little bit like this? I mean, will they be glued to their chairs?
I cannot tell you how much having people not recognise who I am and openly say that they don't value who I am, because when you say I don't agree with LGBTQ people, you're saying you don't value me. I've given a lot to this world. I'm a good person. I've adopted 2 children, given them a fresh start. I'm a good human being. Why should I be judged based on who I choose to love?
Did you hear that? He's such a sweet guy. He's given the world so much. He's actually adopted 2 children. Poor children. So why? I mean, he's such a good person. So why would you say anything wrong about him? Why should you correct him? Why? I mean, if he's a real good person, I mean, he doesn't need to be corrected, right? Because that sounds like he's like the perfect guy. So don't get me wrong. You can correct me. I mean, I'm not a good person. Well, in Christ I am. He made me who I am, and through his blood I am perfect in the sight of God. But I mean, I sin all the time. A little fault, a little anger. But this guy, he is a good guy. So please don't judge him, okay? Don't. Be sweet for him. Just, anyway.
Whether you agree or not. Don't say something that's going to make me or someone like me feel less than human.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? Just think on that the next time you say something. And also be aware that Miss has an obligation. If anything happens like that in this room, she has to then deal with it in a very serious way. I'm hoping you don't choose to make the right choices because of sanctions. I'm hoping you're saying, actually, I won't say it because it might hurt somebody else.
Oh, so he's just threatened all these students, and now he's actually asking them, no, not asking, he's hoping, he's such a sweet guy, he's hoping that they make the right choices and they don't say anything wrong because they want to love other people, they want to be sweet for him, not because there is a sanction. No, I mean, if you say something wrong, I will cut off your head. So now I hope you choose to say all the right things, not because I have this severe sanction, but because you want to love me, right?
Does anyone got any questions before I go? No. All right, thank you.
No, you dummy. I mean, of course they don't have any questions. I mean, what's there to question? You're not allowed to say anything because everything apparently seems to be hatred. So this is this is apparently the world we're living in right now, and as you know, well, maybe of you know that we are living on Madagascar. So this kind of nonsense is starting to seep in a little bit, but not too much, and I'm very happy about it. But if this isn't reason enough to pull your kids out of school and start homeschooling, I don't know what is. But yeah, it's sad that this kind of stuff is happening. Also, I don't want to say this is happening on every school, all the schools. My children have been on a Dutch reform school, which was a very nice and very nice school. We call it a school with the Bible. The teachers were really following Jesus, so that was really nice. But these schools are apparently very expensive in other countries. In Holland, you can just send your kid to a school like that. In Holland, there is a different system where the government will actually support these schools as long as they have the normal curriculum as well. So not the LGBTQ plus whatever curriculum, but maths, reading and writing and stuff like that. And then the government will just fund these schools as well. So in Holland, we have a very nice situation where you can, if you really want to go to work and send your kids to school, you can send your kids to a Dutch reform school. In my opinion, if you really want to raise your kids yourself and you want to bring them up with some good biblical values, I would go for homeschooling, because this is really ridiculous what is happening in England right now. Anyway, this was my take on it. I'm sure I will be criticized for it, so go ahead, because I will not put any sanctions on hate speech or whatsoever. Well, if you stay within the boundaries, so don't start name calling or whatever. But yeah, I'm very curious about what you think about this recording in the English school. Thank you for watching this video. You can give me a thumbs up if you liked it. You can also subscribe to my channel, or even better, follow me on Odyssey. That way you will never miss a new video. You will find all the links in the description below.